Good evening and welcome to the commencement of the graduating class of 2020. I'm Jamie Cruikshank, principal of Thompson Valley High School. Before we begin our graduation ceremony, I want to welcome and introduce the administrators and Board of Education members on stage with us this evening. Please stand to be recognized when you are introduced. Our Thompson School District Board of Education, Ms. Lori Vista Ward. Ms. Barbara Cruz. Mr. Mark Cedar. Dr. Paul Banks. Ms. Dawn Kirk. Mr. Stu Boyd. And Mrs. Pam Howard. From our district administration, Thompson School District Superintendent Dr. Mark Schaefer. Ms. Dawn Huckabee. Mr. Theo Robeson is not on the stage, but he is with us tonight if you would like to wave to us. Tracy Stagel. Ms. Charlie Carter. Mr. Gordon Jones. And from our Thompson Valley High School administration, Mrs. Carrie Barman. Mr. Noah Haranek. And Mr. Roy Trippy. And now, please stand for the national anthem. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage our 2020 valedictorians, Madeline Boyles and Matthew Lessman. That would have been good. But it's here.
Gotta love Colorado weather. It's funny, the last time they told us that we were gonna be here was when we left for spring break. Then they told us we had to drop off our books. And then they told us we have to pick up our things. Then they told us we have to come here again to graduate. So, happy graduation. On a more serious note, congratulations to each and every one of you. Despite the challenges our world has faced these past few months, people everywhere are coming together.
Across the United States, we are coming together to protest racism and police brutality in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. We are coming together as we become caretakers for everyone who has been affected by the coronavirus and as we honor all essential workers, especially healthcare workers.
Shout out to my mom!
We all know that some of the senior experiences might not have been the same, but we should treasure the memories we made and will continue to make as we come together to celebrate our high school graduation.
The difficulties the world has faced in recent months have taught us to come together. We would like to thank the administrators for keeping us safe, the teachers for working super hard to continue our learning, and the parents, families, and friends for being extremely supportive through it all. Also, a big thanks to everyone who has helped us celebrate our graduation.
We believe the values that we've learned from our favorite childhood movies are of lifelong importance. And because high school graduation is often considered the end of one's childhood, we decided to take a look back at some of the best lessons from our favorite movies. Let's start with the most wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata. This phrase is one we believe everyone should live by to an extent. Our childhoods are all about freedom and having fun. However, as we grow into our adulthood, we need to learn how to balance fun and responsibilities. This is what Simba learns at the end of The Lion King. From this we know, as we grow, so will our responsibilities. Though we will have more self-responsibility, we must never forget Hakuna Matata and that it is okay to have fun.
While the hobbits in the Lord of the Rings series may not have been the strongest soldiers, they worked together to save all of life. The hobbits teach us that courage, bravery, and teamwork can carry us beyond our physical and mental limitations. As life carries us beyond high school, we must find the strength to overcome our own physical and mental limitations and make a lasting impact on our world.
All the Star Wars nerds out there will appreciate this quote and its relevance to our position upon this stage.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
While the Star Wars series has many memorable quotes such as this one, the series has a focal point on hope, which is applicable to both the plot of the films and our own lives. The past few months have been difficult for all of us, but Star Wars reminds us that we must have hope in the darkest of times. While facing uncertainty, one must always be hopeful that their future is bright.
I know someone somewhere out there is recording this, so I gotta say Lightning McQueen's catchphrase, ka-chow. Recent times have taught us the importance of perspectives, especially when listening to those who are not heard. The movie Cars drives the necessity to listen to those who are not heard and to their struggles. As we all enter a world that is much, much bigger than the one we know, we must always remember to keep an open mind as we meet new people and experience new things.
The most important lessons we've learned from our favorite childhood movies are friendship and love, two main themes of the Harry Potter series, both of our personal favorites. The people surrounding us have been an important part of our high school experience. Those close to us not only showed us what friendship and love is, but their importance. Moving forward into college, work, and other endeavors, we may lose some of our high school friendships. However, opening ourselves up to new relationships is vital as we find happiness in our futures.
So, this is the end of our speech, the end of high school, and the end of all things. No, I'm just kidding, but that's just a song from the Lord of the Rings. But instead of focusing on things coming to an end, we should focus on the new things that are coming into our lives, like college and our new endeavors, whatever they may be. Don't forget both your childhood and your childhood movies and the lessons that they bring. And lastly, to be a kid. Thanks again to everyone who made our graduation and high school experience memorable. Happy graduation. At this time, please welcome to the stage our 2020 Salutatorians, Mia Beck and Colin Davies.
Welcome, family, friends, and teachers, and congratulations, classmates of 2020. My name is Mia Beck.
And I am Colin Davies, and we are honored and proud to be able to speak to you all tonight. The past 4 years have had many ups and downs for all of us. In freshman year, 4 long years ago, we made the terrifying transition into high school. And no, it's nothing like High School Musical. All of us had to deal with 8 new classes, a school twice as large as middle school, and big, bad Mr. Porzicki. But together, we all found our way. We made new friends, we found our new favorite classes and teachers, and we all got booed at our first football game. Soon enough, we were sophomores.
Sophomore year brought the new challenge of AP classes and more homework. Somehow it seemed to increase exponentially, but so did our freedom. Many of us were starting to drive, and by the end of the year, the parking lot was twice as full and twice as dangerous. At the end of the year, when we crossed the gym to become upperclassmen, we couldn't have predicted how different it would be.
Junior year came, and we all had to face the dreaded SAT. For some, AP classes stacked, and late nights were abundant as we all began preparing for the next phase of our lives. But through all the workload, it was finally paying off. Freshmen and sophomores now saw us for the upperclassmen that we were. And at the end of the year, when finals were all turned in, the realization that we were seniors finally hit. We had made it.
Senior year has been anything but typical. We have all faced uncertainty about where our futures are headed, and we have all missed senior traditions that we had waited 4 long years for. While there is nothing to replace what we've missed, we sit here today knowing that among us, in our own class, are future presidents, world travelers, doctors, and all-around driven people. We are so fortunate that this year, so many of the individuals we look up to are sharing their words of encouragement with us, the class of 2020. In Oprah's online commencement speech to the class of 2020, she calls seniors to look to the future, remarking, "Even though there may not be pomp because of our circumstances, never has a graduating class been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, and energy and hope." All of these characteristics aptly describe what we are all capable of. In the midst of the uncertainty of the past several months, we have all had to adapt to a constantly changing world.
Our graduation from Zoom University doesn't go unnoticed, as it was uniquely difficult, and the fact that you are all sitting here today as one class illustrates our capability of perseverance and so much more. Tom Hanks, in his own commencement speech, lifted the class of 2020 in saying, "We are certain of one thing on this day, you will not let us down." His words, like so many others, hold true. We will not let anyone down.
We'd both like to thank our parents. Thank you to my family for being the best kind of chaotic, and thank you to Mr. Duvall for always finding a way to make my day better, even when it seemed impossible.
I'd like to thank my family, and especially my mother, for pushing me to do my very best in all I do. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. I'd also like to thank Miss Light Kavach for never quitting on me, even when I wanted to quit on myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
We would now like to welcome Principal Cruikshank back to the podium for the presentation of the class of 2020.
I would like to present Thompson Valley's class of 2020 and their list of accomplishments. But first, the Thompson Valley High School staff and students would like to honor our military personnel represented in today's audience by having members of our military that have previously served, are currently serving, or will be joining our military ranks out of the graduating class of 2020 stand and be recognized. Also, we would like to recognize all of our healthcare professionals who have unselfishly given of themselves during these unprecedented times. Please stand and be recognized. Additionally, we would like to thank the teachers for their resiliency and passion, for their work and their enthusiasm and love for their students. Please stand and be recognized. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude for your past, present, and future service. In addition, we would also like to recognize the following groups of students for their excellence. Students, when you hear your group called, please stand for your recognition. Valedictorians. Salutatorians. Eagle Award recipients. Top 10%. Four 4.0. Honors Diploma recipient. AP Capstone Diploma candidates. AP Capstone Diploma candidates have been undergoing original master's level work. As they move from their candidacy to full AP Capstone Diploma status, I would like to ask Madeline Boyles, please stand, Colin Davies, please stand, and Alexis Iskandon, please stand. These are our recipients for this year. Avid College Prep Program. Seal of Biliteracy recipients. Future Farmers of America. National Honor Society. Spanish Honor Society. Student Council. Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. To the class of 2020, it has been an honor serving as your principal this year. I am extremely proud of all that you accomplished, including scholarships totaling close to $2 million. I hope you will continue to keep us informed of your success and come back to visit often. When you tell your grandchildren stories about this strange year, and you will, don't forget to tell them that you were the only graduating class of 2020 to graduate at home, because this will always be Thompson Valley's house. Dr. Schaefer, I hereby attest and confirm that the students before you have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Thompson School District Board of Education and are deserving of this recognition with the presentation of their high school diploma. The reading of the names of our 2020 graduating class will be read by our Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Dawn Huckabee.
Aaron Keegan Alley. Hannah Marie Alley. Daniel Corey Anderson. James Patrick Andreski. Nicholas Dale Andrews. Miles Jason Armbruster. Sydney Skylar Arnold. Heather Marie Ashworth. Landon Patrick Attrell. Madeline Elizabeth Austin. Logan Alexandria Ayers. Madeline Jade Baca. Summer Brooke Ballinger. Mia Joy Beck. Matthew Thomas Bellino. Matthew Clayton Bellier. Luke Raymond Bierman. Sean William Bills. Graham Theodore Bittner. Madison Elaine Blair. Alexa Rose Berger. Skylar D. Bopp. Bailey Elizabeth Bottoms. Zoe Rylan Beauvais. Madeline Ruth Boyles. Garrett Scott Brady. Sorry. Novi Sue Briggs. Rochelle Lynn Brown Thompson. Elizabeth Sarah May Bruner. Elizabeth May Bryson. Caleb Lee Burton. Ivory Michaela Campbell. Brooke Ellen Carlson. Leah Catherine Carter. Tatum Grace Charles. Yesenia Chavez. Kirsten Lee Christensen. Calissa Bryn Christopher. Natalie Jean Clark. Isabel Kaylee Kluke Sink. Mallory Kayanne Cole. Alexander James Coleman. Charlie Laree Cooper.
Thank you.
Taryn Chance Chorus. Jayla K. Cordes. Olivia Renee Coronado. Taylor Lorraine Correa. Kirsten Jolie Cotton. Taylor Rose Cavallas. Sierra Adele Cower. Bryce Allen Dahl. Sienna Jo Dalabetta. Colin Joseph Davies. Dallas Harlan Lee Davis. Zoe Ella DeFurio. Kiara Leilani Damari. Devin Blair Denkers. Lily Faith Dill. Noah Blaze Dotson. William Arthur Downs. Sophia Marie Doyle. Kurgan Dade Drollinger. Sierra Bree DeRocher. Sydney Jill Durchie.
Thank you.
Chase Allen Engelhardt. Alexis Joy Escandon. Lindsay Jean Fancher Owen. Brooklyn Grace Farner. Austin M.K. Fair. Annalise Leona Ferreo. Elizabeth Teresa Fetzer. Rayanne Christiana Fuchs. Isaiah Elijah Fowler. Hazel Elizabeth Fernie. Kate Elizabeth Gentrup. Cameron Elizabeth Girardi. Clayton John Gibbons. Elliot William Gitt. Emmanuel Dante Gonzalez Perez. Avery Lee Gray. Brandy Guzman. Madison Lynn Handley. Victoria Ann Harkins. Kyle William Harpole. Sean Andrew Hartzog. Madison Paige Hausman. Madison Grace Heitzman. Samantha Ann Hennessy. Megan Lynn Hohash Curtis. Maxwell Martin Huckabee. Paris Lane Huckabee. Jaden Patrick Ibarra. Jordan Katrina Ingram. Majid J. Marie Irwin. Tanner Lee Jacoby. Nayeli Takia Jenkins. I had help. Heidi Lynn Jensen. Ashley Nicole Johnson. Noah Allen Johnson. Javen Nicole Jones. Madeline Reina Juarez. Gage Michael Jurgensen. Broderick Russell Kasperzak. Victoria Agni Cavadas. Reagan Grace Keck. Mattison Lee Kissam. Ethan Quinn Kravig. Trey Anthony Crakemeyer. Kennedy Marie Kruger. Cade DeBry Cookshausen. Junio Lucas Lang. Samantha Ashley Langning. Jaden Marie Lara. Sydney Laws. Jacob Albert Leggy. Joshua David Leggy. Matthew Edgar Lessman. Ian Jeffrey Levin. Shane Douglas Lewis. Saray Isabella Loya. Trevor William Lyons. Mason Greer Magley. Tayden Addison Mahoney. Medeja Mary Jane Maldonado. Dylan Allen Malone. Jackson Robert Mandeville. Andrew John Mangan. Maria Louise Manzanares. Rebecca Martinez. Aaron Ray McAleenan. Arden Grace McCauley. Samantha Ann McCrimmon. Zoe Dawn McMain. Annalise Susan Metzger. Abigail Hope Mikish. Nina Francis Miller. Sabrina Diane Moody. Eric Grayson Morgan. Damon Lee Nash. Pearson Lee Nation. Jaden Roy Nazarenas. Carlson Marie Newberry. Dylan Shelby Nordman Bush. Sage Alicia Alguin. Jonathan Bud Audie. Nako Jonah Pasternak. Jordan Allen Payne. Haley Christine Peterson. Kylie Christine Pendolino. David Perez. Vincenzo James Piero. Yep. Autumn J. Porter. Alicia Prodosini. Erica Marie Pruitt. Jasmine Quintana. Malia Ann Ramirez. Maxwell Harrison Records. Caden Brock Reichert. Maya Michelle Reichert. Nathan David Rice. Shaylin Reason Rice. Jarrett James Reel. Trenton Andrew Reel. Zoe Harper Ristow. Dion Dre Rodriguez. Ethan Joel Rogers. Cody Alexander Romo Chauvelin. Skyla Faye Sainz. Luis Damien Sainz Locero. Stephen Michael Scaglione. Jaden Shaylee Schatz. Bryn Nichelle Schneider. Caden David Schneider. Aiden James Schultz. Aaliyah Catherine Lynn Shavers. Brandon Alexander Schemmel. Christina Leone Seibel. Siegel. Cristiano Macaleb Cifuentes. Taylor Grace Sinclair. Tate Brian Smack. Taylor Dawn Smith. Lauren Elizabeth Snodgrass. Danielle Rose Sobraski. Lincoln Benjamin Solt. Charlotte Marie Sorrow. Michael Paul Sperry. Christian Derek Sprague. Natalie Lynn Springer. Isabel Renee Stewart. Griffin Laird Stoddart. Abigail Lynn Stoner. I'm sorry, Leanne Stoner. Trent Michael Supez. Liana Genevieve Sutton. Rebecca Lynn Spiler. Emma Louise Thorpe. Valeria Marie Torres. Talela Marie Treat. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. It's Taleya Marie Treat. Kobe Matthew Micah Turner. Jordan Renee Tyler. Mitchell Scott Van Horn. Aiden Jack Vavrina. Austin Thomas Venrick. Clara Reese Von Mongol. Avery Kate Wadlington. Abigail Elise Walker. Tara Lynn Walker. Sierra Lynn Wallace. Dusty Ann Rose Warner. Noah Michael Weiss. Andrew Richard Stephen Wiersma. Riley Lauren Williams. Maya Isabel Yang. Madison Joan Yates. Paige Marie Yates.
To conclude our ceremony this evening, here's our student body president, once again, Colin Davies.
Do you mind?
No.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Again. My name is Colin Davies, and I have the honor and privilege of being your 2020 senior class president. I'd like to once again congratulate the class of 2020 to making it to this milestone in all of our lives. I can't express to you all how happy it makes me to see you all here tonight, especially with the given circumstances. Now, it's been said once or twice, and I suppose I'll say it again, this wasn't how our senior year was supposed to end. We didn't get our prom, our camp out, or our senior walkout. But even though we didn't get all the traditional lasts that come as part of being a senior, we will always know that we will be the class with the best senior ditch day. Part of being a senior, traditionally, is sitting in the front row of football, basketball, and volleyball games. This year was the first year that I had sat in the front of the stands at these games. I just couldn't wait to don my enormous Eagle hat and scream my heart out as we got a touchdown against Loveland in the first quarter. And yes, we won the first quarter. The stands were absolutely raucous, and I was sitting there with all of my friends, feeling the glare of the stadium lights, the smell of sweaty teens and fresh-cut grass, and I turned around to look at the student body. Probably 200 of us kids all jumping and yelling. No worries about homework or tests or jobs or anything at all. Just pure elation. But my message to you all tonight isn't about going to sporting events or showing school spirit. It's about living in the present. We will all go our separate paths after today. All of us will have our triumphs and our failures, our ups and downs, and everything in between. But one thing I implore you all to do after today is to not forget where you are in life. Take time from the busy adult lives we're all about to embark on and stop and smell the roses and count your blessings. When we forget all the negatives and the stressors that surround our lives every day and focus on what's important now, that is when we can be our happiest. With that in mind, I'd like to invite you all, the phenomenal class of 2020, in standing and turning your tassels from right to left. And now, in this moment, we are becoming high school graduates together. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle. And I wish you all the very best and good luck moving forward. Thank you.
Awesome.
Please grab your